What's going on, y'all? Text Podcast Summit to 33777.
And that's right. And be at Midtown Tech Hive, 6 p.m., April 18th. See you there.
See y'all there. Two, three. Ha! What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Pull-Up Experience. We have another great edition with y'all today. We have episode 193. Roll to 200, y'all. Roll to 200. I can't say that. That is awesome. It is a great honor. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have the honor of having Miss Jah. How you doing today?
Yeah. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored.
That's what I'm talking about. And then we got Miss Brittany, y'all, and y'all already know me. And I'm really grateful to have you on because I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Like not only are you a person of collaboration, but you are doing great things in the community. And you got your own podcast coming up.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we're gonna get into that today. And one of the things I like to start off with, the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland born and raised. Solon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Everybody's hood is different.
You know, it does make a difference. I realize that definitely makes a difference to say.
Okay, no, that's what's up. So, graduated from Solon?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
So, were you always? So, where did the culinary skills begin? Was it something that was always embedded in you, or was it something that you gravitated towards later on in life?
To really start, my father is blind, and so my mom worked a lot, and he taught me how to cook, like off of smell. So it was just really just a thing we did together. So it kind of just planted a seed that I didn't know was going to grow into something later. I ended up just getting a job. Yes, I'm in college for psychology. I got a job in food and just never left it because, I'm just trying to make money while I'm doing education. And ended up into managerial positions and then into actual catering and events, and here we are.
Wow. So time out, because you just blew my mind with that.
Yeah.
You said you was able to cook through smell.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it so? I'm trying to wrap my head around that. So was the taste more exquisite because he's able to fully be like, okay, we need garlic here, oregano here, all that good stuff. Wow. That's a whole other experience right there in itself.
It is really smelling it to see. You can smell salt in food. You can smell sodium. So it really is a different experience to learn that way. And then when you actually taste it in the end, you're like, oh, I was right. I knew. So a lot of times, especially during Ramadan, which is now, I don't taste my food as I'm cooking. And in the end, people still like, it was really good. I was like, was it? Cool. But that's how I naturally just became really good at what I do.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was, remember right when he was filming girls' wrists and all that good stuff? That's like how they were with food. That's what's up. No, but okay. So let's talk about you went to school and you gravitated towards culinary. When did you find your mission in that? Because doing it, working in other people's businesses versus doing your own is two different things. When did you branch off to do your own thing?
It was during Corona, actually. I just needed to keep my income going. So Jahs Catering already, had its LLC 2 years prior, but I wasn't doing anything with it. So I see that the city needed food delivery. I started delivering food. And then I just noticed, like, the quality of food. I lived in Cleveland. I was just opening up my eyes more. I think 2020 was a year of consciousness for a lot of people. And it definitely hit me hard. Like, I see the food apartheid. And I have a lane here. Let me make it intentional. Because I wasn't always doing healthy food. I was just delivering food. And then I'm like, wow, I have this power. I just, God was just like, hey, make it healthy. Like, I don't know. One day it was just like, you don't have to cook steaks predominantly just because people want them. You can make it taste better, healthier. So, I don't know. It just happened.
And let me say this. I have got a chance to taste your food. I was at Ghetto Therapy, shout out to Walt, and you were catering that event. And I was like, I can say this. I try to be vegan, but God's still working on me, right? And like, I remember, I forgot the dish, but it was like, I didn't realize vegetables in it or whatnot. It was so good. I'm like, you tricked me.
Yes, that's the key. That's the key. Because a lot of people aren't going to, like, just opt for the vegan option. You know what I'm saying? They're already preset. It was going to be bland, nasty. I ain't going to like it. So, I just come with the common seasonings for people.
Yeah.
People don't think they can season your vegetables or lentils, grains, rice. Same thing. Like you can season everything and it can taste the same. So.
No, listen. Like I said, I was generally show like, oh.
Thank you.
No, but I think that's a sign of a good chef. Where, not saying you worry about the ingredients, but because you're just tasting, naturally like, and you're like, oh, there's no meat here. Wow. like no, but that's good though.
I'm like, oh, this is too earthy or this is too citrusy. Like really knowing your aromas and your back tones or undertones. Like, you know, knowing that your sriracha is gonna creep up slower than cayenne will. Like it's just really,
wow.
You know.
You talking that talk now. I'm like back.
Giving the expertise.
Yeah, I'm about to say, as a man who doesn't know how to cook, and I know it's one of my biggest challenges because ladies like for you to cook for them. I'm like, I can order some food for you. You know what I'm saying?
Put it on a fancy plate.
Put it on a fancy plate. You know what I'm saying? What movie is that when my man took the dish, ordered the food to put on the dish or whatnot? I could do that.
Yeah.
But would you recommend to someone who's just starting out learning how to cook and try to eat healthier?
Well, Jahs Catering, my business, we actually provide that. Like, I can come into your kitchen and teach you how to. A lot of people don't know knife skills, you know, and that's okay. I can show you how to. You know, a couple dollars an hour, or we can work out a barter, and I teach you everything, like prepping. You know, you got to prep heavy for the week, and then you have to meet after 2-3 days, get more produce. So I may not always be there, so you got to know how to, you know, do it on your own. And a lot of times people book me just once or twice, and then they know what to do.
Come on. I'm definitely gonna let you at this.
Yeah.
Right. And I love what you said, and this one I've been meaning to talk on pull-up experience is bartering. Not too many people understand one, the value in it, and especially for us entrepreneurs that you might not have the finances, but you might have, or you can barter services, right?
Yeah.
And the importance of it all, because I remember I watched a documentary about Black Wall Street. They're talking about how that was what we did back in the day.
Yeah.
Everyone talk about money. Okay, we're all starting out, right?
Yeah.
I might not have the money, but I have what you might need and what I can provide or whatnot. So talk about that.
Yes, so shout out to the Pod Project. Okay?
Come on.
The Prolific Achievers Academy.
Come on to the pull-up.
You have, you know, you have to have your own tribe. Like, it's good to find at least 2, 3, 4 people where y'all like grow in unison. Like Master P is one of my favorite entrepreneurs.
Come on now, shout out Master P.
No Limit and all of them, like they got together and they didn't charge each other. They had the same idea and they grind hard. So, you know, down at the pod, we have a photographer. Of course, I have a beekeeper. I'm a chef. We have Haram, who's a farmer, and we all come together with our different skills to create.
Shout out Trey, man.
Yeah, shout out to Trey to create different products, different events, different you know things, and we split it. Like, and then we all can separately grow and keep. That's it. Like, it's no.
And that's a beautiful thing right there. And like I said, I think that's missing for us from in our community. Because once again, this no I'm not down on this because we're learning this process because we all think about money. Oh, you broke. We're all starting out.
Yeah.
Right. And like people, they get on us like y'all ain't trying to be on pull-up spirit. No, this is us barter. Because later on the road, I know I'm gonna need your catering service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. But that's what I love about our network though. And once again, like you said, it's not always about money. It's all right. I know later on down the road we're gonna have an event. We might need to work something out. And I think us as a people need to understand that more, especially with us all being entrepreneurs in this space. That's not always about the money. It's about, hey, I need help with starting a website. Hey, I might need, so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that we need to discuss more in our community.
Yeah, because not only, everybody's not just their business. They may know how to do hair, do nails, or they may, have a lot of different, watch your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that is a real service.
That is a real thing. Like, even the brothers I work with now, I'm friends with their wives. Our children are friends. Like, it's a real community that we're building with down at the Prolific Achievers Academy. It's really lit.
Yeah, and once again, I love that community part because, like I said, I see you and Trey. I see you and I'm sorry, I almost say his name wrong. Haram. Yes, yeah. I am bad with names. So
it's a tough one.
No.
Don't take it personally. You do.
Brittany knows, but I say all to say because I see y'all moving in unison though, and that's a beautiful thing. And like you might promote his stuff, he might promote your stuff, and just all vice versa. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. And I think a lot of people are just coming into the zone of collaboration what do you feel like is the biggest misconception people might have with collaborating with others?
The biggest misconception?
Mm-hmm.
Trust. It's trust. And my solution or my idea is like, if people have contracts, or a general sit down and a clear understanding on paper, it makes a difference when you're talking about an idea and, okay, we gonna do this, and we don't put money down on something, and we don't even have it on paper scribed that this is what we gonna do, how we're going to go about it in case something arises. Have all these preset things and y'all sign on it, like, so it's an agreement. It's something to always return to because in business, like, we have our issues, but we return back to like, all right, Jah, what's my job title? All right, I'm supposed to do this. Hey, I'm not supposed to, we know already like our boundaries of what's going on.
Come on now.
We create these safe spaces for each other, like,
Oh my goodness, that's so good. And once again, I've seen other cultures, and they can get in the room, they can be in the room with each other for 10 minutes, and they'll create a whole conglomerate in that room among themselves. They just met because they understand those boundaries. They have those papers in place of like, okay, you do this role, I do this role, and then like so they go back to that guideline. Okay, this is you sign on for this, stay in that position. I stay in this one over here.
Yep.
And I think where once again we had this misconception of the people like, oh, they're trying to get my money or they're trying to do this or whatnot. No, we said this in the contract, and we know we hate paperwork.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't trust me? Oh, you don't trust me? Like, no, brother, you signed right here, and I signed right there, too.
I trust this paper. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We made an agreement. We shook on whatever, broke bread, so.
No,
yeah,
that's
you're
good.
absolutely right. Like, we are scared of paperwork. And it's okay because it wasn't taught to us.
Right.
Like, it wasn't in the school system. Our parents, the boomers, they didn't know how to do this either. They just trying to fit in with with the society, right? So, we're really, our generation is, we're leading this.
Yeah.
We have not only are we getting into business, but now we have to learn how to manage it, how to have the HR and psychology background to, maneuver around it and not hurt people. So, like, we took one step with Black-owned businesses, but now we gotta, and it's coming. It's coming.
So how you spitting in that?
Okay.
It's Sunday, you know what I'm saying?
So
Tired of carrying that load? Drop the house. Gutter Properties will buy your house as is with offers up to $300,000. Need serious repairs, liens, taxes, or judgments? We'll work through your unique situation to get that house off your back. During your free, no-obligation appraisal, we maintain social distancing and take every precaution to ensure your experience is safe. Drop the house. Gutter Properties. Call us or visit gutterproperties.com today.
And I because I was watching Earn Leisure. Shout out to Earn Leisure. Troy was shocked. I'm gonna pull up experience. They would say they have statistics. They were talking about entrepreneurship amongst blacks have risen tremendously, but employment through black entrepreneurship has gone down tremendously. And that's the thing about it. We can start it and we'll start it for ourselves, but we're not employing other people in that aspect. So I love what you said with that because we haven't learned that part. We know how to start a business, we know how to continue the business.
Yeah, we got the $99 for LLC, but that's about it. Like I be people like I'm like, you need a business plan. I'm like, look, I got my LLC. I'm about to go get this loan, like, cause I do a little consulting on the side.
Okay.
I'm like, it's more than just walking in and I got this idea and you can't even just speak to them. It has to be detailed, planned out. Like, shout out to AI. It's more than it's easier than ever. But
Now, it's separate conversations about AI. I watch a lot of Terminator. Not, you know what I'm saying? Skynet is real. But we're talking about
it's a thin line.
It's a thin line, though. Because easily we rely on it, and our reliance on it is getting too much to the point to where we're just like, I can't do life without it. And before you know it, it's game over. But we'll talk about it later, because then I got my tinfoil hat on, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But shout out to my farmer and agricultural friends that keep me balanced.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I be in the group chat like, with AI stuff, and they're like, Jah, come down here, put your hands in this soil. We ain't got time. All right, the honey, whatever. I'm like, all right, la. So it keeps me balanced, like, because I'm a logical thinker.
Yeah, no, I can tell that, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, like, I love the fact they keep you grounded, though, too. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating that too, because I bring how we be going.
You be having, like, that one time you're trying to do so many different ideas in that little bit of time frame.
It's like, nah, let's just focus on this right now, B, and then we'll come back to that.
I mean, you need
you
that,
need
though.
people to keep you
Try.
accountable. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So let's talk about that year one or the beginning of you starting your own business, because a lot of people they see the glory, but they don't see this. I mean, they see the glory, but they don't see the story or whatnot, right? So let's talk about those beginning days that you started on your own.
I'm gonna just go to 2020. That's when I kicked off. It was tough. You know, I was cooking out my home, trying to parent. We had to homeschool on computers. I never. My son was just starting kindergarten, like teaching how to read through the computer. Like it was so tough because they're in the car with their computers. I'm driving, trying to teach. People are actually making orders on my phone, and I'm trying to have amazing customer service at the same time. Not, be like. So really, it was a very complex thing.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do all these things and juggle them all at the same time.
Yeah, but I got out there to people. I delivered sometimes till 2, 3 in the morning. People actually waited. Once I started to see, like, people loved my food and respected it, they was like, Jah, just dinner time's cool. Come at 5 or 6. Like, I ain't know. I was like, oh, I can delegate my business and my time. Like, just really going through the stages of, like, how to, grow.
Yeah. No, I was about to say. I think that's one of the beautiful parts about entrepreneurship is that you can kind of have some dictation in that. But this is why I learned business needs always exceed your needs sometimes. But knowing how to delegate that and how to maneuver that is an art in itself.
It is. My agenda. I almost was frantic when I left it one time. I really do write down everything, being just a business owner, a mother. That's all on the schedule. So balance is huge.
Now, would you say that's something that you're still figuring and maneuvering, or have you kind of like feel like you've mastered it now?
Forever figuring and maneuvering. Okay, because my daughter's here, so she just started high school. So that's a different maneuver. You know what I'm saying? It's a different maneuver. I have 3 children, so. It's always growing, and as they grow, I'm growing, and sometimes they may need help more now than they did last semester. So now I have to retrack my evening order so I can be there, for them and do that. Now I'm only available on weekends, y'all. So, at first I used to let business and trying to get every single order take over me, and it really did consume me, going to a Great Depression until I realized, like. And they're like, hey, where's the food? What are you doing? I'm like, they're still waiting. Like, I can just organize time. And it happened like that.
And let's talk about that real quick. I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't talk about, especially because, social media has is putting a highlight reel out there. But let's talk about, because I've been there. I'm pretty sure Benny's been there. Yes, and it's sometimes a lot. I know people who haven't been able to get out of that. What advice you give to someone who is an entrepreneur and they have gone to a depression or gone to a slump where they like, what's the point of keep going forward?
Like, to help them keep going forward, you have to pour into yourself. Like, if you're pouring from an empty cup, it's a car with no gas, you're not going anywhere, right? Like, the gas is filling up the room, everything's gonna die. Like, the people who are coming to work for me, they're feeling my irritation. They're seeing not the chipper, bright Jah. Like, they're going to see it. My children are going to feel it. They're going to separate, not communicate. My house is going to fall apart. So, like, I take a trip sometimes. I just took a trip without my kids, and I don't feel bad anymore. Cause it's like, now I feel rejuvenated again. That's good. So, I think it's the reels and the TikTok, and they're like, you gotta post, and it makes you feel like you falling behind because you're seeing other people post so much or do so much, but it's not about their journey, it's your journey. Like,
it's your journey.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's good. And once again, I am a big advocate of having a great support system. I want to shout out to the team because I'll be that group message, and like I will literally say, "Hey, how everybody doing?" Just sound off, how everybody doing, just to check and see how everybody doing, versus talking about business because I want to see how you're doing outside of this joint. Because at the end of the day, having a great support system, I feel like is another key component of it all too. So okay, let's talk about, and then let's talk about. I'm excited about this joint, your podcast. Let's talk about that. What bring about that? or what made you want to start it and like your journey into that?
Okay, so I've been doing it for a minute, right? I've been teaching and hosting demonstrations, and I feel like, honestly, the core reason I don't want to be in competition with anybody culinary-wise. I think it's so many amazing chefs to feature. We all have different talents and niches and flavors that are unique to us that I can use the platform that I've created, the lane, to bring light to the other people.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's time, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we're getting booked for, like, different health events, and you just know it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's time for me to create, what better way on film? It's the age of it, like.
That's good.
It's the only way I can also spread this education faster into the school systems, into community centers. Like, here is a USB with the correct, 8 different episodes of education. Like, I may not be able to be there or, any of my employees, but like, now
you already have it in place.
Yeah,
that's good.
One of your instructors can just set it up and y'all can discuss stuff, and I actually have documents you can print out, have your students fill it out and everything.
That's good.
So just
no, that's awesome right there. And I am a podcast connoisseur, right? And I'm a big advocate for like how podcasts don't go anywhere, but how can you make your different from everyone else's, right? And I love that concept right there because one, like you said, no competition. Hey, come on, you do things differently than I do, but let's learn from each other. That's why I love having other podcasts on. That's why I love have anybody on our platform. I'm learning each time, but I just love the fact that you're going to have those conversations with other people in the culinary field. I think that's dope.
Yes. I think the difference in this podcast is like I'm coming to their space. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's going to be at the pod, but I'm really going to, whoever has their own kitchen, I'm pulling up. Okay. I'm pulling up. I'm seeing your kitchen, your space, your farm. If you're a homemaker, just seeing if you make wine, like how do you go through that process? Chickens, farm. Like I think that's going to be different. People need to see different environments as well in education. Like not just one person talking straight in a screen in the back. Like, that's very mundane, and a lot of our people are very creative thinkers, so they need to see different backgrounds, environments, colors, stuff like that. So very intentional.
Dope.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And like, hey guys, if y'all support us, I'm gonna need y'all to support y'all over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Tune in. We working on it.
No. And I want to talk about that journey because like you going back to school for it.
Yes.
And that's dope. Like we just jumped up the porch with Ari. He's like, hey, we gonna learn as we go.
Man, listen, that's wild. It is wild for me that I went back to school. Period. I picked up another debt, Ohio Media School. So it's so many great tools that they be able to let students do, like lighting, cameras. I'm learning a lot, and also not. Just being a woman in business, I want to know a little bit about stuff before hiring people and just putting myself out there for stuff. I like to be a little knowledgeable of stuff. So.
No, listen, I applaud you. I probably need to go back to school myself, but I don't like school. I've never been a fan of school. I love unconventional learning. That's just me. And I'm always a person, I learn from my mistakes probably better than I do formal learning. That's just me.
I feel you. Yeah. It's only 8 months, so I'm like, if it was any longer, I was not.
No, that's what's up. And I just love that. And the fact that, once again, you guys are doing something different. You guys have a dope concept. And I love podcasts where it could be a difference of perspectives and ideas or whatnot. And I just think that's dope. So I can't wait for it. I know I'm gonna be watching.
Yes, please, for sure. Everybody.
And I hope I can learn how to cook in the process.
It's color and health and nutrition. You know what I'm saying? It's sustainability and agribusiness. So you'll learn how to make money. You'll learn how to, collect rainwater. You'll learn how to live cheaper, honestly, when you start to do a lot of making of stuff on your own. So.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
Listen, it's more than just culinary. You learn life skills.
Yeah. You hear me? Yeah.
No,
we don't need, we don't need a lot of stuff today. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we talk about the past, we talk about the present, talk about the future. What does this future hold for Ms. Jah?
Man, the future is the dome, you know, the prolific oxygen dome, man. We're actually planning on building a kitchen. It's called the Prolific Kitchen. It's going to be very eco-friendly, a lot of sustainability qualities like solar power ran, aquaponics in there, or fresh herbs growing in there, vegetables on the outside, literally like the farm to fork in minutes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, and it's also going to be an education center. So we're working on that. That is the major future of what's going on, and of course expanding to other urban cities in different states, because it doesn't just stop in Cleveland for us. It's a lot of places that need this. So
yeah.
But I love the fact you guys starting here and then you guys are branching out. Like, let's make this the hub. You know what I'm saying? Let's. Cause everyone knows Cleveland to be certain things. Why not? Why can't it be? Like you said, that farm to fork to farm. Lord Jesus, farm to fork. Yes, that aspect is like. So I also work for Johnny Gunn. We see that in the market district where they'll have people come out and they'll set our product and they'll talk about that farm to fork idea, because that's something that is helping the environment. It's helping the community, and it's helping expand the market in that aspect. So I think that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No, and Cleveland's still not, a major city as we may think it is. So that's why it's so important to humble ourselves and grow with each other. Because we're not Atlanta, we're not like DC, we're not Vegas, you know what I'm saying? But we're growing there. I really, shout out to Mayor Bibb. A lot of great things are happening, okay? A lot of Amtrak, more people coming in, so we really have to, it's going to be a tourist place, it's going to be a dope place. I believe in that. So as long as we stick together, have these businesses concrete and set, when people come in, we know how to navigate and move as a new fresh city, right?
Absolutely.
I'm speaking it into fruition.
We receive it. And like you said, just to piggyback on that, I think we went through a renaissance, like COVID, like reset. Like, if you watch the Marvel movie, you'll know how the snap changed everything. I feel like COVID changed us all, like, where
it did.
As a city, we're like, all right, more collaborations, more entrepreneurship, more, let's change the entire fabric of the city as a whole and whatnot. And like you said, we're seeing more collaboration. We're seeing more people like, you know what, I want to start my own thing. Not how we evolve from that, though, because we started how we're going to continue it and make it.
Hey, them pop-up shops during 2020 was like
I'm
flowing.
Yeah,
we need to bring them back. I met so many people. I have business cards like this from COVID.
Wow.
Like, because I'm just popping up. We're packed in rooms like this. We probably would have had at least like 8 to 10 vendors in the spot, because we're all trying to, make our money, grind, and hustle. And like that energy, it simmered down and it died. And I would hate for another tragedy to happen for us to try to generate that energy again. We just need to keep hosting groups and collaboration type events. Like, it's the consistency. Like, Atlanta is always collaborating with each other. They're always looking for a nail person or a hair person. Like, when you get into these Facebook group chats, a lot of them are like Cleveland nurses or Cleveland chefs, or they're all looking for maybe an artist or a DJ. Like, if you're a chef, get into the DJ type group chats, because they may be looking for somebody for their events. Like, cross yourself into different spaces and places. Like, you see me at creative meetups, right? Because I'm trying to get no more media, more this. Like, put yourself in these spaces. Like, don't just think, it's not working. I can't. Nobody's meeting me. This is tough. Like, look at yourself. Look at what you're doing. Are you being the change that you want to see in business or in your community? Like,
And I want to talk about the networking piece, because once again, we were at creative meetups, and like I said, I see you, and like I just love what you, Trey, and you guys have, because Trey was showing y'all. You watched the interview. You watched Trey interview. That was a good interview, and he's talk about you. He's talk about
Haram.
Yes, I'm gonna get it together. But once again, and putting you guys in that room and then bring you guys along too, because it was you and Trey that was at creative meetups and whatnot. And I just love. That's how it should be.
Yeah, and I say that a lot. I'm like, when we show up together, it says something to people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we text each other like, hey, I'm about to show up to this event. All right, can you make it? Can I make it? And we intentionally align to see who can make it and show up to show like, you know, that you not only support each other, but just show that force of like, okay, yeah, just like you said, you're not the only person to say that. And thank you for acknowledging that, because we want to see more boroughs, more tribes, more to generate, and like, hey, what you doing over there? Okay, cool, let's come over here. Not like, you know, it's, y'all got the energy down.
Y'all like the no limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's dope. And this is my thing, is like, even though it's you, Trey, and Haram over there, like it's us over here at the Put Up Spirit, we can all collaborate together and whatnot. And that's why this is what we're trying to change in the city, because even though we got our group over here, got a group over there, it's no reason why we can't come together.
At all.
And that's I feel like that's something we still are battling with, but I see it changing now.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Walt, okay?
Shout out to Walt.
Shout out to Walt, Ghetto Therapy.
Yes.
I looked at Comic Club, right? Like, I'm like, there's some East Siders, East Cleveland Siders, you know what I'm saying? We're not really ever gonna see them, but they're doing great work. Then I seen Ghetto Therapy and Comic Club collab, and I'm like, you know, it's never no beef, and that's what made it grow together. I learned a lot about that side of town, what that brother's doing, their mission, and just prison reform, prison reform, like, so that opens up more doors when we keep expanding and collaborating. We can't stop that.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I can say I'm proud of that we do at the British Spirit, we have everybody from every corner of the city.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes. No.
Yes. Shout out to y'all.
Ain't no beef over here. No, you coming on the pull up.
That's right.
So no, we love it. So okay.
And thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about our simple questions, and these are why I leave questions. And I feel like any good podcast has things that you can commemorate or you can remember, and that's why I send the questions. Not send the questions, but like, I don't know what to call them. But we'll call them something later on. But I like to ask everybody who come on a pull-up experience this very question. How do you feel like we can change the narrative of Cleveland not being a collaborative place? Even though you guys are being examples of it, it's still, unfortunately, when you go outside and ask 10 people, what do you think about Cleveland? Oh, they hating here. Or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that and that. How we change that?
To change the narrative of somebody else's thought of Cleveland.
I love that. But, you know, what? Yeah.
Man, I would say to keep hosting events, keep like on Eventbrite and just things to do, like make Cleveland a thing. Like if you have a small space and you have an idea, bring that idea into fruition, make Cleveland a good time again. Like be a little bit a part of that change. Go into rooms. If you're not an outgoing person, throw your suggestion out there. It's a lot of elders that are holding grant money that don't know what to do with it. Okay? We need to get out here as a community and speak about what we want. Maybe we want to bring back a festival at Zelma George. Maybe we want to bring back Buckeye Fest again. Maybe we want these things. Maybe we're tired of downtown getting all the money and having new things. Nobody's going to know that if we don't say that. They're going to keep pushing it to whatever they want to push it to. So if we want to make Cleveland, if you truly want to make Cleveland great again, then you would help be a part, be in these rooms, these spaces and places. Like I can't say nothing.
Make Cleveland great again.
You gotta make it, like make Cleveland great again.
No, that's good. That's good.
That is good.
It's kind of like, you know, when Trump was giving out all that extra money to make Cleveland great in other weird ways, right? But in my idea, not to say anything else, but having business money fluid at that time was to help make America great again. Like you could have got a business loan easier than ever right during Corona and at that time, and everybody could have bubbled and did whatever to, you know, create what it needs to be. Like a great Cleveland is multiple businesses driving down Buckeye, driving down St. Clair, like seeing life, seeing communities, schools invested into gardens again. Like it takes a community to do that, and there are spaces and rooms for people to be a part of community, but you have to be the change you want to see.
That's so good. Okay, and let me ask you this: with that being said, who would you like to collaborate in the future?
The first person I thought of mine was Walt, and I know when he sees this, he's gonna be like Jah. But you know, I think I really want to. He has a really amazing platform.
Absolutely.
And touches a lot of people, and I love to be intentional with the food and lessons and things like that. So somewhere down the line and a level, we'll definitely collab.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will always give Walt. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he brings. Because he'll, you know what I'm saying? He'll say, hey, come on through, but I'm like, yep, I'm already there, sir. So I know every time and it's funny because, like, this how, you know people online, but you don't know them in real person. I was at Ghetto Therapy with Jah. I followed her online, but it's different because I'm like, okay, I don't know that's her. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until, like, later on, like, oh, yeah, that was you or whatnot. And like I said, and like in that room, you don't realize how many dope people that you follow are just in that room or whatnot. Yeah. I know Trey was Trey when I was there. Until later on, I'm like, oh, that was you or whatnot.
Yeah. There's one other person. So Mary from Vitamin Candy.
Oh, we set it up.
Yeah, yes.
Mary, come on, Mary.
Yeah, come on, sis. I love her. I love her. She's doing great things. She has her own place. She can now, you know, serve wine at her spot. She has events. She's very healthy nutritionist, and she's like a big sister, someone to look up to in business-wise. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing her thing.
Oh, we'll talk after words then. Mary, we got you, Mary.
Yeah, that's right. She's an alumni of ours, so yeah.
Yeah.
Be a great collaboration.
Yeah. Mary, that's a big homie right there.
That's right. Well, that was awesome. That's awesome. Well, Jah, you have been giving us so much great information. Again, expanding our minds to really just think, you know, collaborative, to think, you know, healthier, because I've been saying it for the longest, and it's just nice to know someone who's doing it. Now, of course, we know that through our life, we want to do as much as we can because, you know, at some point or another, it will come to an end. So what would you like for the legacy to be for you as a person, and then for you as far as everything that you've been able to achieve in that lifetime?
Me as a person, my legacy is my children.
All right.
You know, property, generational wealth, comfortability, and a normality of that going forward.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay. It should be a normality where you're not worried about housing. You're not worried about all of, you know, the greater things that people stress about. Money is just a paper. It's a tool. I just want to have that set up so it can flow for you to do deeper things like read and travel and build deep connections within themselves for generations to come, and not stress over life and money. And that is that for my family legacy. And for the business, I also want that for the youth that I teach. I want them to pick up all the gems that I have. I've been in Nathan Hale for about 2 years now.
Got it here. That's what's up.
Yeah, I've been with Thea Bowman in the summer, and as well as my own programs, and keeping connections with those kids. And I want to know them as adults. You know, I want to have a good mentor relationship with them in business and guide them to deeper meanings of money and financials and stuff like that. So no matter if they cook or don't cook, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can we really build and go forward? So, yeah, that's my business legacy.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, again, Jah, you've given us so much information. You've been lighting that thing up, which I had no doubt about.
I thought that was normal.
And for those who are watching, I'm sure have been inspired and motivated by your story as well. So for a nice little short recap, what would you say are maybe the top 3 that you would want someone to take away from watching tonight?
Pour into yourself. Love yourself. That's number 1. Know that health has 8 dimensions of it. We didn't dive into it. But look into all 8 dimensions of wellness. You can Google it and understand.
I'm about to say, you gotta break that down for us. Because I'm like 8 dimensions. Like,
I tried to remember all of them, but, you know, occupational, intellectual, spiritual, emotional, environmental, financial. I didn't say that already, but and then the rest, right? So Google it.
And these all going to the health of us overall.
Overall, right? And Kent State Psychology Department actually focuses around this as a template because you can't look at health as just like come get your blood drawn, or you know how they do at the health clinics. Like you need to ask somebody, how is your day going, before just slapping something on your wrist and pumping it up to get their blood pressure. Like, is everything okay at home? For real? Like, not looking at the paper asking, but looking in that person's eyes. Like, I don't want to get in a tangent, but definitely, know that it's more to just your physical health and eating that I'm going to leave you with, because, it's very much more to that. And I think, one thing that y'all said, which is legacy. Think long term, enjoy the moment, enjoy life for sure, but definitely plan and be intentional with the way that you live and the way that you eat, the way that you think. And just everything. Be intentional with love, care, So, intention.
No, that's awesome, man. This was a good interview. It really was.
Thank God.
And then I feel like this is the most important question, John. Where can people reach you? Where can they be like, I need to get her to cook. I need her to come talk. I need her to come be on the podcast. Where can I learn more about you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Chef Jah _216. For my podcast, it's at Culinary Conversation. And you can always just Google me to find a lot of different work and interviews and things that I've done in the city. Jahs Catering, JAHS Catering. And my phone number is 440-444-7932. Feel free to call and text me anytime. I'm pretty open about that.
And for lazy people, that'll be in the show notes. So it's no excuse as to why you're not booking Jah, okay?
No reason. No reason. Like, if I'm busy, I have chefs that I can point you in a direction that can help and assist you. Like, I'm really forming this team of chefs. Shout out to Vegan Vibes. Shout out to Cassava Bowls. Shout out to the Damn Good Vegan. Shout out to Chef Andrea. It's a lot of Black female chefs, and we're working together to make this a cohesive, intentional initiative to have healthy eating and normality. Okay,
come on now.
Shout out to them.
So listen, so part 2, we're gonna have to come out to the pod and and see how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Please. So we're gonna set that up. So y'all stay tuned for that. And we just can't thank you enough for coming on with us, Jah. This is a good interview. So guys, we gotta pay some bills. Guys, April 18th. I got it right this time, Brittany.
You did.
April 18th. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. David Shands. If you're not familiar with David Shands, then you're probably familiar with this podcast, which is the Subject Proof podcast. Which, if you look at our podcast, just gave it the blueprint of it all. And he's coming to Cleveland, yes, to our city to come talk to us about how you can start your own podcast, how you can monetize your own podcast, and just be in a room of other great people doing great things. You gonna be there, John?
I'm gonna be there for
sure.
I registered early. I registered early.
And listen, and the best part about all that thing, it's free. It's free, guys. So we want to see you there. And listen, hurry up because tickets are going fast. Last time I checked, I think we're down to 40 tickets now. So get your tickets now, okay? No excuse, right? Be in the room. Be around other people doing great things in the city. This is a good look all the way around, okay?
That's right.
Text Podcast Summit 2.
33777.
My dog. That's what I'm talking about.
I got you.
And hand over to Brittany.
And make sure you guys tune in to Beauty Told podcast. Again, your girl is giving you guys weekly episodes from time to time with phenomenal guests where we are just taking relational, financial, and lifestyle topics and we're expounding on those. So again, the goal is to have a positive change in everyone's lives. And again, if you can learn from my mistakes or our mistakes, whoever I guess may be, then we know that it was worth every minute. So I look forward to seeing you there.
Yes. And if you guys rock with us, I know you're going to rock with Brittany, okay? You're going to rock with Jah also,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So listen, all of it. Gang, right? Guys, right. And I just want to finish this off by saying we want to thank you. Yes, you, the person watching, the person listening, because once again, y'all are making it so we're just growing. It's growing. It's a good look, and it's just I don't take it for granted. I thank God for it because you guys are showing us that once again you want to hear great stories of great people in our city like Jah, tell their amazing story, encourage you to continue doing whatever it is that you're doing. We can't thank you guys enough because it's continuing to grow. Like I look at the numbers, I'm like, that's crazy. You know, so the views keep viewing, y'all keep sharing, y'all keep subscribing, and I can't thank y'all enough. So we just want to thank you guys because you guys make it worthwhile. So guys, we will see you next time. Episode 193. Guys, we're on to 200. Listen, God is good. That's all I can say. All right. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace.